What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to DawnBreak the Flaming Emperor. This is a brand new ARPG style hero collector. And you guys know what I always say when I cover hero collectors. A hero collector is only as fun as the heroes that you can collect. So let's start there, shall we? Right off the bat, anime style. Not a bad thing. I think they do the anime style rather well, but I will say that the characters are forgettable. So good job on the characters, just not very unique in any way. I feel like you can put these characters in pretty much any game and they would look at home. So that's that. That's of course a subjective opinion. You might be looking at these characters like it's the best thing you've ever seen in your entire life. That's what subjective opinion means. So that's that. But for me, good character design, just forgettable. So that's the characters. Let's jump into combat so I can show you the combat system because it does do combat slightly different than other ARPGs that you see on mobile. Load times are, I don't want to say long, but they're not quick. They're not like super quick load times. So here is combat. Now I have auto on. I'll go ahead and turn auto off. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Of course, you can move around with the digital joystick. Now, the combat system is a little different. Now, you're probably used to having like a bunch of skills on your character screen. Not here. Everything in this game is done with a tap-tap combo system. So if I press A once, that's one move. If I press it twice, and you can see at the very bottom of the screen, you have these little red dots light up. If I do it 3 times, that's a combo there. If I do it 4 times, that's a combo there. And then of course, if I do it 5 times, I actually get a super move, which is that there. So what does the B button do? Well, I'm glad you asked that. So the B button basically allows you to stop your combo and to do this move right here, which is basically kind of like a get away from me move. But the primary use of the B button is to stop your combo. So if I do A once and then I hit B, that's a move. That's Sunlight. If I do A twice, hit B, that's Moonlight. That's another move. 3 A's and a B, Glory Sprint is another move. And if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, then B, Holy Spear. So it's very different. Most games just give you like a skill tree on the side of your screen. Here, all your skills are regulated to those combos. So you'll find yourself in combat trying to pull off your most powerful moves. But if you see like a red telegraph, you gotta move. Maybe you wanna stop your combo at 2 right there and then kind of flip out the way. One really great thing about the combat here is that there's no cooldowns on anything. It's beautiful. You can bounce around all you want. If you love using this 3-hit combo, you can use it as many times as your heart desires. There is no cooldown, there's no mana bar, there's none of that. The only thing that you have a cooldown on is your ultimate here. Every character has a different ultimate. We probably will be able to see it. Now, as you can see, I have this one guy kind of following me around. He is in my team. I assume I only have 3 characters right now. I assume once you get 4 characters, you'll always have 2 of your teammates following you around. Let's skip that. So you have your character that supports you, and then you have a character that you can flip back and forth with. So I assume once you get 4 characters, you'll always have a character that you can flip back and forth, and then 2 supporting characters as well. This guy has the same exact combo system as before. All of the different combos have different effects. Flip out the way, flip, 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 flip. I love the fact that they just said, let's just make the game fun. None of this cooldown stuff. Let's just make this game intense and balance the game based off of that intensity. So it really just feels good that you can always just like do what you want. You're not restricted to just like cooldowns, and I think it really, really works. So I'm fighting a boss here right now. Now I'll show you auto. There is an autoplay in this game, and it will do combos, but it won't do your ultimate, and it won't summon your fairy here. So every character can bring a fairy with them in battle, and that fairy has different abilities. We might get our ultimate, but as you can see, the autoplay isn't great. I'm spamming my ultimate. Spam, spam, spam. Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? There it is. Ah. Died right there. But you can see my flaming phoenix wings there. So combat is intense. This is probably some of the best ARPG combat I've seen on mobile. I love the fact that they just completely said screw cooldowns and screw all of that mana stuff. Let the player just have fun and that definitely shows in the combat here. So that's combat. The stage system works like any other game that you've seen before. There's a normal, there's an elite mode. You'll go through all the stages. Currently, there are 10 chapters in the game, along with a side story as well. So once you're done with the main campaign, I assume that they will add side stories as the game progresses to give you even more stuff to go through, along with more rewards. So pretty extensive there. Also, when we talk about the stages here, there are some great quality of life features. There's ways for you to raid the stage to get instant rewards. There's also a skip story function. There's an auto repeat. So all of the quality of life features that you come to expect in games are present here in DawnBreak. We're not going to talk about the summons here because I don't have any summons to show you. I already showed you Hero, and I'll show you the 2 other combat modes. So I showed you Adventure. Let's go over here to Challenge. Arena, live PvP. Yes, that combat that you just saw right there, you can do live in PvP. Co-op, this is live raiding with real people. You can press ready to go. People will join your room. If you are wanting to group with your friends, all you got to do is give them your team number, 10678. They can join your room. That's amazing. Lots of really great things in this game. Let's see if we can get a raid really quick. Another really neat thing about this raid feature is once you're in the queue, you stay in the queue. So if you want, you can auto in raids and say, you know what, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, be right back. The game will continue. Once you queue up the first time, it will auto queue you into raids until you run out of stamina, basically. And you can auto this if you like. This is a really weak dragon, so it doesn't really matter that I auto this. I can use my fairy. This fairy in particular freezes people. As you can see, it's a frozen dragon. But this is a really easy raid. I'm almost ready to level up to the next raid, so that's why that's such an easy thing to do. There you go. And let's say I was at the gym or eating a sandwich somewhere. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Oh, did I not click auto? Oh, I didn't click auto. I didn't click it. That's my fault. That's my B. But if you actually click auto, like if I actually did it, I can't show you right now. Had I actually clicked auto, it would have actually queued me up until I ran out of stamina. So that's that. Then as you can see, there are more raids with better and cooler bosses as you get more and more powerful. All of it live, all of it with real players. So that is that. I haven't unlocked the Battle Royale mode, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what that really is. And then there's a world boss, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then there's the trial mode, which is pretty cliche in a lot of these games. You have a trial of wealth. You basically beat up this cat to get gold. You have a trial of limit, which I'm going to show you in a second. You have an endless tower mode, which is called the Eternal Tower, and these 2 modes, which once again, I have not unlocked just yet. But that is the game. You have these 3 combat modes, Adventure, Challenge, and Trial, and that makes up the bulk of what you'll be doing when you play this game. There's guilds. As you can see, the guilds are all pretty much full and very, very active as far as I can see. I have not been able to get into a guild yet, which is rude. I'm not going to show you the fairy system, but there is a system here where you can get these fairies, make them your friends, and of course power them up, and they do special abilities that you can equip to your characters. Once again, not really going to cover that too much. Every single mode in this game has a currency, so co-op has a currency that you can use to buy things from the store. Guild raids have a currency. World bosses have a currency. The Battle Royale mode has a currency. The Arena mode has a currency. I'm saying this as a good thing. I really like the fact that everything that you do, over time, you'll build up coins that you can go into the shop and actually buy things. The Endless Tower mode has a currency. Emperor mode has a currency. Then Events has a currency. Everything you do in this game, you will get drops. So that way, over time, even free-to-play players can use those drops to go into the store and buy things. So props, absolute props there. Since the game is a brand new game, there are, of course, first top-up rewards, 7-day login rewards, which are giving away characters, which is pretty cool, along with a 10 draw summon at the end of 7 days, so you definitely want to get in here. There's a new server opening event, which you've seen before. You have a bunch of tasks that you have to do within 5 days to get this fairy card, which is pretty cool. What else? And then you have daily, this is like your daily sign-in, which we're not really going to talk about too much. I was supposed to say this at the beginning of the video, but I totally forgot. I am sorry. I'll show you here though. Where is it? Global, no wipe, closed beta. So, if you want to play this game on Google, on Android, it is currently in closed beta, but your progress will not be wiped. I really should have said that at the beginning of the video. I'll put it in the description somewhere, but there you go. So that's that. And of course, there's a bunch of top-up bonuses and things of that nature. And there's a monthly card, and as well as like an upgraded monthly card as well. So all the way around, nothing too egregious with the title. I think it's probably free-to-play friendly, but I can't really say that for sure since I haven't really gone through a lot of that just yet. But based off of what I see, it does look like a pretty free-to-play friendly game with a really good art style. Maybe forgettable, but very, very good. Good UI elements, a snappy app. Load times are, to the point where they're okay, right? They're not terrible. So I'm going to show you this trial mode, and this is where we'll end the video. But all the way around, I do recommend playing this game. So this trial reminds me of the Butcher in Diablo. And we're going to do this not on auto. And I'll show you why we're not going to do this on auto. So as you run around the map, whoop, yip, yip. As you run around the map, as you can see, there's poison. This is another place where autoplay will screw you over. Go ahead and freeze him so I can catch up. Yep, 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 yep. And then the entire time you're actually in the stage, you're taking damage as well. So if you are in the green, you're really gonna die very, very quickly. Yep. Oh, got a good combo there for me. You can also yip backwards too. Yip to the side, yip to the back, yip to the front. Beautiful. So, that will do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. This is DawnBreak, the Flaming Emperor. This game kind of came out of left field for me. I didn't even know it existed. But I have to tell you, and I've said this already, rack this up as another FG3000 prediction. I do believe that 2018 will be a much better year in mobile. We're going to start seeing a lot more better games hit the mobile store because I don't think they can do the same tired, cut and paste, Chinese VIP rip-off games. They can't do that anymore. I think people are smarter. I think the market is not buying those games anymore. They're not new. They're not unique. We've seen them before. So developers have to step their game up, and I think they have. This is just the beginning. So that will do it. Once again, my name is FG3000. This is DawnBreak, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.